Well. 2-0, 3 red cards. More red cards than goals in a game. Last World Cup, we had 4 red cards. Now, in the first game, we have 3 red cards. That is absolutely outrageous behavior, boys. Outrageous behavior. The ref was pulling out red cards like it was Christmas, bro. What was he doing out there, bro? And you can't tell me this is a red card. You cannot tell me this is a red card, ref. You can't. He initiated contact first. This was a second red card for South Africa. He initiated contact and he goes down, bro. He goes down. The Mexican player should get a red card as well. Then that should be the case. That literally should be the case. If the ref doesn't wanna, he wants to play this fair, bro. Because that's the second red card. And this was the first one. And this was the first one. Honestly, let me be dead serious with you. I saw the lineup an hour, of course, football. Make sure to check that out. I saw that an hour before it came out, and I saw FIFA the back system, and I was like, okay, we're trying to get compact, stay defensive, try and play long to life faster. That's what we did, but we didn't do it correctly. We did not do it correctly. We were getting exposed everywhere, bro. They were opening us up like a Bonnie Blue. Like, it was so simple for them to open us up, bro. And the only reason we get those red cards, the first one, is because they open up and he has nothing else to do. So what else does he do? Was it Mora, I think? I'm not sure. Was another Mexican player. He takes a touch out, beautiful touch there, to make him, of course, there's no other option than actually try and foul him there. And of course, it is a free kick that they miss, but I just feel like, man, that South Africa's structure it's not what we do. It's not what we do. Brazil has their own football. South Africa has their own football. Joga bonito, bro. We should play like we want to enjoy it. I don't know what we were doing out there, bro. It's like we didn't want to play in the World Cup, bro. It's been 16 years since 2010. Shabalala. And it just feels like nothing has improved since 2010, bro. We've only made 2 World Cups, 1998 and 2010. And now this is our 3rd one. And have we even made it to group stages? Like, out of this group stage, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Because this country has been a joke in football for who knows how long. You can get as excited as you want every World Cup we qualify, but there's gonna be the same result if we don't improve our players. And we have a 7. How does Lyle Foster start, bro? He's only starting because he's a Premier League player. Because he's a former Premier League European player. That's the reason he's starting, because Lyle Foster isn't even good enough to play for South Africa. He isn't even good enough to play South Africa, but because he's not. Just simply not. He doesn't score enough chances that he gets. He's not clinical enough. He is a former Premier League striker. And this is how he's playing. He looks like he's an academy graduate trying to mold himself into a good striker. But he doesn't even look like he's a ready-made striker. And that is worrying. Since this moment from Shabalala, South Africa hasn't been good since then. It hasn't been good since then. Since 2010, South Africa hasn't stepped foot in the World Cup. And you know why we were in that World Cup? We hosted it. So we've officially ever made one World Cup properly by ourselves. Now this is the second one. And the opening game against Mexico, and at least in this 2010 one, we beat Mexico 1-0, I think it was 1-0. It shouldn't be 2-0, bro. Mexico played us like we're flipping toys, bro. They were the counterattacks. It was brilliant to watch. For a Mexico fan, it was brilliant to watch. The best moment we saw there was when they switched the camera to Taylor, bro. I'm sorry to say Taylor. That was the best moment that they had, South Africa, when they switched the camera to Tyler, bro. That was literally, and when Tyler sang, that was great. That was literally the best moment there. And I'd be like, brother, what is that match? 3.9! Jeez Louise, bro. 3.9 Sithole. I thought Manuel Ugarte was bad, but oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I thought Ugarte was bad. Jeez, Ugarte, I underestimated you because there's a man out there called Sithole. Yaya Sithole. There's a man out there called Sithole who has costed us twice in that game. Both twice. Red card and goal. We can't have. We do not have two players next game. You know how crucial a red card is in a World Cup game, in a 7 tournament game. Getting a red card is the worst thing that could happen to a footballer, bro. And you decide to do that. Why were your hands like this, bro? Your legs were wrapped around his legs, bro. What were you trying to do here? Where is the contact? Where are you trying to initiate contact with the ball, bro? There's no way you're gonna get the ball there. There's no way. At that point, just trust your keeper, Ronald Williams, because he was saving you all game, basically. He was saving you the whole game. Just trust him at that point. At that point, just try and trust him, bro, because there's no way. There is no way you're gonna get the ball there. There is no chance. No chance. Because if you even get any contact and he falls, you're done. You're done. You are done. Maybe the PSL doesn't teach you that bad. Maybe it does. But man, Yaya Sithole, man, he's one of our most experienced midfielders, and this is what he's doing in one of the biggest stages, boys. We need to perform like our country is serious, and it doesn't seem like it in this World Cup, bro. And because that's why we're 60th. To be fair, that it shows why we're 60th in the rankings, and this man, oh my gosh, brilliant performance. I don't know if I even say his name, but he's a brilliant player. He can play out wide, he can play center forward. He is an absolute stunning player, man. Queries, I'm sorry, Mexican fans, if I probably don't have Mexican fans watching this video, but man, I need to find out how to say his name. He had an absolute brilliant game. Absolutely amazing game. I don't know. I think that was it was in the 9 minute. No, I was just like that was a dagger in the nail. But the way Mexico were playing was just absolutely elite. You can tell why these guys are a serious nation about football, and I don't think South Africa focus too much on football because rugby, that's our game. Chat to us there. That's our game. But to be fair, I'm not a rugby fan, but I'm just saying that's our game, bro. Every country probably has their sport is stronger, and rugby is our game. And football is definitely not our game, man. But, in the future, hopefully there are some South African talents there like this, man. Apollos is probably our best player, and he came on in the last few minutes of the game. He wasn't injured. He wasn't even injured. He wasn't even injured. What was the logic here, bro? What was the logic here? 3-5-2, and you're not playing Apollos. Play him anywhere in the attack, and he's going to affect that game way more than any of our players. No more Fukieng. I don't even watch the PSL that much. I don't. But when I do watch it, I understand how good this man is. South Africa has disappointed me. I have been disappointed. And I've already spoke about Life Foster, about how inconsistent of a striker he is, how overrated he is because he's a European player. If he didn't have a European background or anything, nothing involved in Europe, he wouldn't even step foot into the World Cup. Campbell, I don't know if you guys even know him, he plays for Club Brugge. Campbell would start over him. He would start in that striker position over Life Foster because he is the most incompetent striker I have ever seen play for this. Went from Shabalala to Life Foster. Shabalala to Lyle Foster. What is this downfall? The fall from grace has to be studied, boys. The fall from grace has to be studied. And the man who deserves this more than anyone is Raul Jimenez. What he's went through. He's going back to Wolves now. Raul Jimenez is that one player who deserves this more than anyone. You see the passion that he has. And not like our South African players out there. The passion, why he fight for the badge. He wants to win. He's there, Raul Jimenez, man. He's one of the most experienced Premier League strikers in the league. But of course, he's moving to Wolves now, where he started his career, where everyone knows Raul Jimenez from. And I'm so happy for Raul Jimenez. But I'm not, of course, a Mexican fan. But yeah, I am so happy for him. And guys, my last statement in this video, we might have to change teams. Yo, France, call me up. Get me a French passport, bro. Get me a French passport. I'm joking, of course, but damn, man. Yeah, when South Africa's, I'll be bonjour. I'll be eating croissants on my couch, bro. I'll be eating croissants on my couch when South Africa go. But hopefully, Bafana Bqfana go through even third place qualifiers, try and get their way to round 32, man. I hope you guys lock in for your next game. I think it's South Korea. I'll be there. I'll be here for another match reaction. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tell me what you think about that game down in the comments. If South Africa have any chance of qualifying to the round of 32, round of 16, how far you think South Africa gonna get. And thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one, boys. Peace.